Howdy, welcome back to Popular Enjoy Sports. If you're new around here, hope I can get you to consider to like the content and subscribe to the channel. But if you are a regular around these here parts, thank you very much for the continuous support. It's none other than Terry from Rugby League Outlaws that's joining me tonight, and I cannot wait to see how he rocks tonight as we commentate Raiders versus the Sharks. Terry, thank you again so much for your time. It's always a friggin' pleasure. How you doing? He's that freaking excited that he's on mute. Oh, Terry, come in, Terry. Are you there, mate? Oh, no. Well, we'll get a hold of Terry temporarily. He looks so locked in, ready to rock and roll. Look, let me take. Look, he's a bit too scary. We'll take him off just for the time being. But yes, hello, welcome to Wobble Enjoy Sports. Thank you very much for coming in and saying g'day. Terry will be with us momentarily. Now, this is one of the games of the round. Both these teams coming into the contest in different form. Raiders on a 2-game losing streak, if I'm not mistaken, and Cronulla losing their first game last weekend since Las Vegas last weekend against the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Also coming up this weekend in round number 5, going live tomorrow night to do 2 contests. Panthers versus the Cowboys out there at CommBank. You can catch me live then. And also Latrell Mitchell, he is coming back this tomorrow night, for the Souths versus Roosters contest. So that is going to be something that Dor and I are going to be doing. And if you don't know who Dor is from All Out Sports. So I'll just quickly go into the chat. G'day, Mum. Hey, how you going? Hey, Mum. Go the Mighty Raiders, she says. SS Storm fan. Hey, mate. How you going? Glasses are fogging. His glasses are fogging, Mum says, yo. Alrighty. But Raiders and Sharks, this is, I would say that this is a rivalry. I would say that Raiders and Sharks has become a rivalry over the past few years. There have been some wild, wacky contests. And to talk maybe a little bit more about these contests, let's reintroduce to you Terry.
Hey, the minute you started talking, my computer reset. This is not a good omen, Sam.
Well, it's either that omen or maybe it's that Sharks jersey that might be the omen. But in any event, man, how the hell are you?
Oh, look, I am ready to go. I'm ready for this game. I don't know what it's going to be like to call a game that my team's playing in, because I've had a lot of fun the last 2 times that you and I have been on. But obviously we know if the Sharks get down by 10, 20, 30 points, the mood might sour a little bit.
No, it won't sour. It won't sour at all, mate. I'll pick you up, mate, when you're down. That's what makes it for. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring up the screen. And can you please take us through the Sharks team list today?
Yes, look, of course, fullback Will Kennedy on the wings, Sam Stonestreet and Renato Militalo. Mawini Hiroti comes in for Kale Iro, and he's partnered with Jesse Ramian in the centres. Braden Trindle is the 5'8" or the halfback, and Nico Hines is the halfback or the 5'8", whichever way you look at it. Fanua Blake and Kafusi are up front with Blake Brayley, Britt Nickera, and Billy Burns, who comes in for the injured Teague Wilton and locked in the scrum with Cam McInnes. Dan Atkinson, Tom Hazelton, Toby Rudolph, and Tuku Hautapua make up the bench, and the 18th man is Hohepa Puru.
And going into the Canberra Raiders team lineup, KO Weeks is at fullback, Tamale and Xavier Savage is on the wing. Timoko and Chris are at centre. Strange and Fogarty are in the halves. Strange, I'd like to see him have a bit of a banger tonight, mate. I know you wouldn't, but I think we'd all like to see Strange get a little bit more involved tonight. Tarpany and Tom Starling and Morgan Smithies are the front row. Smithies starting. That pushes Josh Papali'i back to the bench, but the back row here for the Raiders is Young, Nicholson, Corey Horsburgh. As I said before, Papali'i, Paddy, Sasangi, and Mariota. That rounds out the interchange bench with Jed Stewart, Ricky Stewart's son, in jersey number 19. Hopefully he doesn't have to be used, but we'll see what happens. Now, I was just speaking before as well. I think Raiders and Sharks is a rivalry. It's on the lower end of the scale, but I do think that it is a rivalry. What do you make about the Raiders-Sharks contests over the years, Terry?
Yeah, look, it became a rivalry when Ricky Stewart, obviously coached Cronulla for a while, had a little bit of success with us, and then moved on, went to Canberra. Took some shots at us when he was at Canberra. Obviously, signed Blake Ferguson, said that no one would want to play for Cronulla, said that Blake Ferguson and himself will win a premiership before Cronulla. Obviously, that didn't happen. The rivalry sort of started in 2016 and it kind of died in about 2019. The games are fierce, though. I actually have a couple of really, really good mates who are Raiders fans, so our text messages and Twitter exchanges can get quite heated. Obviously, it's all fun and games and love and war. Look, these are two teams that, Super League buddies. Cronulla are kicking off left to right on your screen as we are underway, Sam.
Oh, right on. Well, you are from the future, mate, because I'm a few seconds behind. So it's just been taken then by and it's taken
my stream.
You're right. And now Tarpany is met by 4 Sharkies defenders. He's going to play the ball on the 10-meter line. A scrappy play the ball too at that. And this is Big Red now. He's only able to make about 2 meters. The Sharks were swarming onto him. And here's Morgan Smithies now, who's a late inclusion or a late call to start. And coming up here for the hit up is Matty Nicholson, and he's pushed back, driven back to his own 20 there by the Sharks. Great first defensive set, but there's still one more to go, and Tarpany is able to make about 6 meters. So they're going to be kicking from pretty much on their own 20-meter line through Jamal Fogarty. Terry, great start by your men.
Great set. That is a big kick by Jamal Fogarty down to Sam Stone Street, and he will take it in. He's at the 25-meter line where the Raiders kick from. Look, a positive sign there, positive opening set. I have paused my stream, so I've caught up with you, Sam, as Ronaldo Mulatalo takes that hit up and is met by some staunch Canberra defences. Blake Brayley gets into dummy half. Didn't do that last week. Cost us an error. Mawini Hiroti has his first run since we played in Perth in 2023. And now that is a big Adenfanua Blake, I hope. It's not. It's Nickera. And here goes Kennedy, and he throws a dummy to Fanua Blake. So a good set from Cronulla, making inside Canberra's end of the field. And Trindle puts up a standard bomb, and we will chase through. How's Weeks looking under the high ball? He's knocked it on. 6 again. Cronulla are still on the attack. Nickera has the ball. We're 10 out here. So KO Weeks has been shaky under the high ball the last couple of weeks, and Cronulla go straight to him as Trindle goes the open side. Hiroti. Oh, give the ball, mate. He's about 5 meters out from the line. Plays it back. Ronaldo to Trindle. Trindle on to Brayley. Brayley inside to McInnes. Take a hit up in the middle of the park. That's only tackle 2 here. Cronulla with some early field possession and territory. We go across field, and that is an absolute diabolical pass that has been knocked on, and Canberra have the ball.
Oh, man. Chris showing the most desire to get to the friggin' ball, eh? And now Tamale has the hit up, but that will not be the first bomb coming towards Weeks' way tonight, as Sebastian Chris has his second touch in the space of 20 seconds, and he's able to get up over the 30-meter line. So there is as far advanced as they have been to start this game here, and here's Tarpany now encroaching on the 40-meter line, and he's able to make about 5 post-contact meters there, I suppose. 5 meters short of halfway, they're central. Raiders running right to left, and it's Smithies who puts Horsburgh back under, and they've just entered Sharks territory, but it's last tackle now. They pass right. Jamal Fogarty puts the ball up sky high, Terry.
That is a kick that should be fielded by Will Kennedy, and it is. Safe as houses under the high ball is Will Kennedy. And there's one thing that you can always guarantee is that Will Kennedy's going to take the ball, but you don't know where he's going to take it. As now we go back to the other side, and Ronaldo Mulatalo takes it. That's a good run. Gets up over the 30-meter line there on tackle 3. Quick play the ball. Hiroti has another run. It's looking lively. Wouldn't mind him passing the ball to Ronaldo. Might have Ronaldo first try scorer in this game. I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Do I? Don't I? Maybe so. Fanua Blake. Oh, no, that's Jesse Ramian. God, we're not getting Fanua Blake involved in this game at all. As Hines kicks the ball, and the Raiders will bring it out of their own end, Sam.
Via Tamale, and he accelerates as he meets the defense, and he's able to get over the 30-meter line, and he's going to play the ball on the side closest to the interchange sideline, and from dummy half, Strange passes right infield to Sebastian Chris, and he's met there by Hines and Aiden Fanua Blake. Starling passes right, and this is Matt Timoko now, a good 7 or so meter carry here. They're just short of halfway. Starling goes left, and this is Strange putting Hudson Young back under. Again, Raiders are in Sharks territory. And it's a 6 again here is Big Red, Horsburgh, fights his way towards the 30-metre line, but he's stopped just shy. They're central. Starling goes left. Strange finds Chris, and he decides to run at Blake Brayley, and he's able to advance it over the 30-metre line. They're about 25 metres away from the try line. Here are the Raiders, and Starling finds Tarpany. Tarpany, a little bit of space there to manoeuvre himself, but he plays the ball now. Starling passes right. Fogarty at the back to Weeks, and he then puts Nicholson back under. He's able to fend away from about 5-4 different Sharks defenders, and then he military belly presses himself over the freaking try line. Oh, Sharkies contact.
That is absolutely pathetic. That is pathetic from Cronulla. Absolutely pathetic. They had all the field position, a terrible pass, and look at this. The game's just turned on its head here. What is it? What are they doing here? He breaks through. 2, 3, that is 4. Shocking from Blake Brayley. Absolutely shocking from Blake Brayley.
Righty. Well, I heard you before, Terry, that there was already a fist bump on the table from you, and now that table is going to be in for some pounding. The table at Terry's workplace, desk, sorry, I should say, is going to be in for a pounding tonight. So Raiders first on the board, Matty Nicholson. This is his second game in Canberra. That's his third try. So continue to play well. Continue to keep playing in Canberra, Mr. Nicholson. But just first up contact. Great speed though from the Raiders.
Goes through Fennell Blake, goes through Brayley. Yep.
Yes, and the thing too is I was going to say as well, Sharkies don't fear GIO Stadium. Like, it's not like they have a terrible record there. Yeah, sure, I think they may have lost 2 of the past 6 encounters in Canberra or something to that effect, but they shouldn't fear Canberra Stadium in the slightest, Terry.
No, last time we were down there, we won 40-0, so Canberra have already betted that. But, look, we won 40-0. We've been down there. I think the time before that, we lost 24-20. But we had no Hines that night, and that was the night where Corey Horsburgh baited Royce Hunt into punching him. And I
think that was also the Jack Whiten scored the match winner try, scored a great try.
That was 2022. 2023 was the punch. So 2022, Moylan kicked a field goal, and then Ramian gave away a penalty, and Whiten scored the match winner.
That's it. That's the one. Yeah. Right. Well, it has been a nice start to the game. It has been a good, solid start. Both these teams coming in different form as the Sharkies get us back underway and this is multicultural round as well. Round number 5 is Savage. Takes it on the full and passes infield for Tarpany. And he's again met by four defenders. Starling waits. They're at the top of the screen here. And it's pass left infield for Big Red. And he's only able to make he makes about 3 odd post-contact meters, but they're still inside the 20-meter zone here are the Raiders. Second tackle, flat pass infield for Smithies, and that's a decent old carry to the tune of about 5 meters. Starling, still inside their 30, finds Hudson Young. Hudson Young advances at about 8 meters or so. Starling goes back right, finds Tarpany. Line speed was not there that time by the Sharkies, but they're going to kick inside their own side of halfway, the Raiders.
It goes down to Mulatalo, who takes it, gets around Savage, gets around Simcoe. I'll say this. The difference between the Raiders and Cronulla at the moment, Will Kennedy's taking 5th tackle hit-ups. Joe Tarpany's taking 5th tackle hit-ups. It's a game plan that is infuriating Sharks fans at the moment, and Fitz won't go away from it. So as a penalty here for inside the 10, we'll see Cronulla go on the attack here. But, look, Canberra, after a shaky start, a shaky under the high ball from KO Weeks, they've got themselves back in the game. Let's see if Cronulla can throw a punch back at them. It's been pretty meek at the moment. As here they go is Orion Kafusi, one of his 3 runs that he's averaging all year. Big Kafusi. He's another one who's kind of fire from Sharks fans. Fennell Blake on the other run. Look at that. There he goes. Finally, fire up, mate. Brayley's in at dummy half. They turn it inside. Nikora runs back on the angle, straight back into the markers for a grand total of 0 meters here. Go across to the left, Hines. Inside Kennedy to Hiroti. Hiroti's through. Hiroti's through and Hiroti's in. What a bounce back. What a bounce back to Cronulla.
That side was absolutely cut to ribbons by the North Queensland Cowboys last weekend. And Hiroti says, I can do you one better, North Queensland. And that, as you just said, that was way too easy on Timoko there, mate.
Yeah, look, we obviously Hiroti's come in for Kailiro, and they might call it black, white, and blue glasses or what, but he's averaging the most tackle breaks from a centre and he scored the most tries from a centre. So Kailiro has started the year really well, and that's big shoes from Hiroti to fill, and he has filled it nicely there. So, nice from Hiroti. Look, the last time he played, we played South Sydney in Perth, and we beat them 26 points to 16 after being 26-0 up, and Hiroti was man of the match on that night. So the last time he's played, he was good, and he does a job for us. He's solid without being spectacular. Look, he's one of them players who I think if he was at, say the Tigers of the last couple of years, he's probably got an extra 30 to 40 games under his belt, but he's stuck strong at Cronulla. His kids go to school there. He absolutely loves it in the area. He just signs his one-year deals. We love him. He's great for the Jets. He's a premiership winner at the Jets. He doesn't let us down, and here he is tonight scoring a try at GIO Stadium. He's just sliced straight through.
He did. And I was going to ask you if we had enough time, but while I'm asking now, that Hiroti, he had maybe not the most popular opinion of him or reputation maybe 3 years ago, thereabouts. But I think just from the outside looking in, that in New South Wales Cup, he's had a pretty damn good couple of years. And that's obviously... Yeah, thank you. Hines does nail it. 6 points all after 10 minutes. But Hiroti's been pretty bloody solid in New South Wales Cup for 18 months now, hasn't he?
Oh, longer than that, Sam. Like we should be talking about the Jets as back-to-back premiers, but they bombed out in 2023, but won the premiership in 2024. He's played He's played 5'8", centre, wing. He started the year at fullback this year. Made 330 metres in a game at fullback the other week. Look, the fan base turned on Hiroti when we lost the game to the Bulldogs, 14 points to 12, and 18 points to 12 we lost. And Hiroti probably could have scored 4 tries on that night, but back underway. Kafusi has his second run. As all things, time heals all wounds, and he's been pretty solid for us. His work rate is undeniable. You can't question him. As you see him getting in for the early hit-ups, as Cam McInnes takes the third one for us now. But, the fan base has embraced Hiroti as he's embraced the area. So Hines takes the fourth tackle here. And there's Fanua Blake. And that's what we wanted. There he is. Go, big fella. Keep those legs pumping. I'd rather that than a Will Kennedy. Nothing against Will Kennedy, one of my favourite players, but Jesus. As the bomb goes up to KO Weeks, I think that's a bit deep. I don't think there'll be any pressure on him. He should take this one comfortably. He gets through the tackle of Hiroti, but the chase was good from Ronaldo and Kennedy.
Yep, well done, Weeks. Yep, well done, Weeksy. Savage scooted to the right-hand side, but I think it might have been Hiroti that snapped him up beautifully. So they're going to play the ball 18 metres out from their own try line. And Timoko now, his defence now is certainly under the microscope now, especially factoring in last weekend and just then, of course. And this, I believe, is Tamale. And I think he's dropped the ball. He's knocked it on into the Sharks' defence. No, it's stripped. Oh, off the hook there. I did see a bubble. Didn't know which way it was going to go. Yes, that right edge defence for the Canberra Raiders definitely needs to tighten up, man. But I agree with you, man. Will Kennedy, no fullback really, unless if you maybe Tom Travojevic should be hitting the ball up on fourth tackle or last tackle.
Yeah, look, Turbo, Teddy? They're the ones that you maybe want to take there. Kennedy's slider frame here. I know it's part of the game plan. We use, we use our backs to get our yardage and use them as a battering ram. But, Fanua Blake's the better player than Kennedy. Back to you, Sam, for Canberra here.
Yep. And Big Red now plays the ball 32 metres out from the try line, and they're coming out left, but Jamal Fogarty put a break on that and put Hudson Young back under, and he's going to play the ball about 23 metres out. Now, they're going right here, the Raiders. They're running right to left, and that's Morgan Smithies taking a nice hit up now. They're about 17 metres away from the try line now, and Starling goes out the back, and Strange now passes left to Chris. It's now 6 again here for the Canberra Raiders. This is end-to-end stuff. We could be in for a high-scoring contest here if the Raiders are able to score, but we'll find out in a second. As Tarpany now offloads back to Starling, out to Smithies, out to Big Red, and Big Red just settles things down. It's only the first freaking tackle, and now it's the second as he plays the ball. Starling, he put Smithies back under, and he went straight back up the ruck, and it was Brayley and Aidan Fanua-Blake were there to meet him. Starling now, Fogarty, flat pass for Nicholson. He's looking for 4 tries in 2 games at GIO Stadium. Greedy. Starling goes out the back, left to Fogarty, left to Smithies, and he feints a pass, I think, there, but he takes the hit up there in front of the sticks here. It's not been a bad set, but let's see what happens here on the last as Fogarty left to Strange. Strange is just taken beautifully there, but I think that was Jesse Ramey, and if I'm not mistaken.
It was Jesse Ramian and Sam Stonestreet combined for that tackle. Look, Ramian played his 150th game last week, and it was a Jesse Ramian game that he would really, really love to forget. So to get that tackle out of his system and take a hit up now will hopefully do his world of confidence. Look, Ramian's he's a confidence player, and he does love playing against Canberra. So hopefully he's in for a big one tonight. That looks like Ronaldo with a good solid run on the third. Quick play the ball to Brayley. Brayley scoots off. Is that Hiroti or is that Billy Burns? No, it's Cam McInnes. It's none of them. Here we go again.
Great get out of jail set here from Sharks, man.
It was.
Flat.
We're going here. Hines puts him through. That's called tackle change over here.
It's going to be a changeover. That was way too simple for the Sharkies, mate. 60 metres in the blink of an eye.
It was. Oh, that is a great tackle from Timoko. That is a great tackle from Timoko around the legs.
Well, 15 minutes have gone, and approximately 15 people are in the chat now coming in and out. So thank you very much, and please go check out Rugby League Outlaws by following the hyperlink in the name of the title. As I believe this is KO Weeks with a hit up now. Plays the ball on second tackle. Big Red left to Strange. Strange dummied and ran. Got to see that a little bit more. And he's going to play the ball just short of halfway, or about 5 meters short of halfway. And Big Red, he's able to advance it over that halfway line.
Your mum is absolutely giving it to me in these comments.
Oh, jeez. Well, I'll tell her to calm down, but she won't now because KO Weeks is split third down the left edge for the Sharkies. Hit KO Weeks. KO Weeks hits back at his critics, and he runs about 35 meters to go along and score. Oh, now you'll get the green fury of mum, Terry. Holy crap.
The wrath is coming here. That was just way too easy. What's happened here? Weeks goes out. Oh, Hiroti's had an absolute shocker there. Yeah, that's the thing. No Kailiro, best defensive center in the game to start off the year, and Weeks just singled out the weakness that we had and just goes straight through. Look at that, yeah. Hiroti left in no man's land there.
Yes, indeed, mate.
There is Billy Burns looking for an obstruction call here, but I don't think he's going to get it. I don't think he's going to get that call. I think they'll confirm this try very, very quickly.
Yep. Yeah, we'll hope to see that we will see the replay just shortly, but that's the first time I think we've seen Weeks in space in the regular season. He found space. He scored that try against you boys in the first week or second week of trials, but that's really the first time we've seen him in space in 2025.
Yeah.
Oh, Terry, you called it. You called it, man. Alrighty, so it has not yet been confirmed.
Yeah.
We're looking at Nicholson. We're looking at Nicholson.
Just barrels. Yeah, he takes Trindle out.
And then Weeks found the space.
Yeah, he's taking Trindle out. I said, sorry, as your mum pointed out, my glasses are fogged up here. There was someone on the ground appealing to the referee about this. So there is a no try and a penalty to Cronulla.
Off the hook, lucky. Yeah, that was Nicholson on
it was just
Trindle.
too easy. It was just too.
Yeah.
It looked too easy, and it looked too easy. So when I thought it was Billy Burns. When I saw whoever it was on the ground turned out to be Trindle appealing for that. I didn't know if it was going to go back, but the try hadn't been confirmed. So here we go as Trindle takes us downfield. So hopefully Cronulla can turn that around here and put some points on the board without taking somebody out in the lead up. As the ball's on the Hines, comes to Konfusi here. Strong start. Look, Konfusi played 50 minutes last week, Sam, and had 3 runs for 36 metres. Not good enough. Absolutely not good enough. So he's had 3 runs right now, so he probably put the Q in the rack. Here goes Fanua Blake. That's a big charge. Imagine your job was to stand in front of Fanua Blake and try and tackle him. Miss me with that. I'm glad I play basketball. So Roddy comes on the inside, Sam. Oh, it's Billy Burns. Sorry, Billy Burns. He's active tonight. Fanua inside. Nikora 10 metres out here. What's Cronulla going to do? They're going to go back to the left-hand side. And the bomb's going to go up for Ronaldo to come through. That's a good kick.
I think that's knocked on by the Sharks.
It is.
Six again. No, it's 6 again, Sharks.
6 again. Here we go. Kennedy will have a settling hit up here. That's the Cronulla have got one advantage over Canberra, a big advantage, and that's in the air. So we've got to keep going that all night. It's Fanua Blake close to the try line here. Get those legs pumping, son. Brayley looking to the open side here. We're going to go right. We're going to go towards Stone Street side.
Oh!
Far out, Brayley.
No, 6 again. Or is it a penalty?
Oh, it's going to be a penalty.
Are you going to take the 2, Terry, or are you going to go for the try?
I think, look, me personally here, to settle Cronulla down, I think you take the 2 and go for the lead. You take the 2, you go for the lead, and you just push back here. But it's a scrum.
Because I saw the 6 again logo come up, and I thought, no, it's going to come back for a penalty
as well. I thought it would too. I don't understand this here from Todd Smith, but anyway, Canberra have the ball.
Apologies for that, viewers, because we are watching this without volume as well, in fear that the copyright cat is going to give us a claw. So now we've got Sebastian Chris playing the ball just shy of the 20-metre line, and this is Tamale, and nice post-contact meters. He's going to play the ball just shy of the 30-metre line. Starling passes right. Timoko now meets the Sharkies' defence, and he's going to play the ball just short of the 40-metre line. So they're making about 9 metres every play on this set, but except for this one, that's Brayley and Fanua Blake stopping Morgan Smithies there. This is Joe Tarpany now coming back against the grain, and he fended away from Aiden Fanua Blake, but Aiden Fanua Blake said, come back here. So the ball will be kicked on last tackle by the Raiders, about 40 metres out. It's gone directly up, and Kennedy's underneath it, and he took it well.
Yeah, that's safe as houses, Will Kennedy. Just don't ask him to make a cover defending tackle. As Cronulla now through Hiroti. Makes a couple of metres here. Keeps the legs pumping. Trindle's in it, acting half here. As the Sharks players get back on side. Stone Street will take the hit up. Gets his nose through. Didn't play that squarely. Here goes Ronaldo. That's a great run from Ronaldo to get us out of trouble. He's always looking to fight forward. Ronaldo, get on the quick play of the ball. Here goes Hines. Hines turns that inside to McInnes. And Cronulla get themselves out of trouble, and they'll go back here for the kick from Trindle. That's up. There's no chase coming through, but it's taken there by Hines and Billy Burns.
Man, Ronaldo Mulatalo looks dangerous every time he touches it so far in this game. He looks really switched on tonight as Savage plays the ball, and now the ball is in the hands of Tamale, and he is swamped by Cameron McInnes. That's a great defensive play by him. Fogarty at dummy half, passes right in field for Timoko. Yeah, I think if the Sharkies can continue to hold possession as Weeks makes a very dangerous carry there. Last tackle. They're just looking a bit quicker when they're holding onto the ball, the Sharkies. But Fogarty now kicks the belly of the ball. It's a spiraling bitch of a kick. And Kennedy took it again. Great stuff by Kennedy. I think he might have been taken a little high there by Tarpany.
Yeah, I'll say it. I'll say it every week. He's safe as houses, Will Kennedy. We, Cronulla fans have watched him come through the ranks. Look, he's always been safe under the high ball. The things about him over the last couple of years have been the criticism on his defences. Hiroti has a nice run there. Criticism on his defence and also his lack of support play. And if he could start supporting, pushing up around the ruck, that'd be nice. As Hines takes it on the fourth tackle over the halfway line, it's given to Trindle. Trindle to McInnes. McInnes will take it to the 40-metre line, and Cronulla will put up a bomb here to test out the backs here. As Hines puts it up. I think that's a bit too deep. There's no pressure coming through there.
Mm-hmm.
Not his best kick there, young Nico, as Tamale took that nice and easy.
Well, Tamale backed his way to the 20-metre line and looked to offload. Thank goodness he didn't. And this is now Chris, met by Blake Brayley again. Blake Brayley, again, getting through his tackles tonight. This is KO Weeks now. Has the hit up, one off the ruck, and he's able to advance it by 6 or so metres. Oh, it's a penalty now. So, by the way, that's a high tackle. Mm-hmm. Let's see how bad this is because we are due. Well, it's a crackdown tonight. I think that's incredibly soft, but it is a crackdown. It is a crackdown weekend for high shots.
Yeah, look, the NRL did come out and say that it's not going to be like the Magic Round fiasco, but that's definitely not a sin bin.
No, fiasco is the word for it. That was honestly one of the worst weekends of rugby league. Oh no, it wasn't even weak.
How much fun was it though? How much fun was it?
Like, what are you talking about? No, that was awful.
You were watching someone get slapped in the face, and then the person who slapped him got sent off. It was awesome. Yeah, it
turned into a dark comedy, didn't it, mate? But the ensuing month after that was awful. I hated that period in rugby league, man. As Raiders, they start a brand new set inside Sharks territory on the 40-metre line in Horsburgh, able to make about 6 metres off the tap. Starling left for Fogarty. He puts Smithies back under. Lifted by Aiden Stewart Blake, but that's all right. That's all right. Again. No, Starling left for Tarpany. Tarpany backs his way, fights his way towards the 20-metre line. Raiders are central. It's third tackle. Starling chose to go right, found Horsburgh. They're coming against the grain a lot tonight here, the Raiders, and the Sharkies should adapt, and it won't work for him very, very quickly if they don't change the game plan a little bit here. Starling, though, scoots to the left-hand side, looking for someone, puts in the grub and kick for Hudson Young, and he does play the ball down.
Oh, I don't know if he planted that cleanly.
Oh, but in any event, it is going to go up as a try. It does have to be confirmed, but that's the sort of difference that they were cutting. It was just all the same. It was a little bit too samey for the Raiders for the opening 24 minutes. And Starling found the space out the back. Kennedy was at third marker, if you will. And then Hudson Young beats, I think Stam Stone Street for pace. He obviously had the head start on him, but that's a great try from Starling and Young.
Oh, no, he hasn't. He hasn't.
Oh, mate, that is a bobble, isn't it? That a little unconvinced. But we're about to see
I'm not convinced. I wasn't convinced straight away that he grounded that ball. I don't think he's grounded this. Has he?
Confirmed.
Yeah,
confirmed. That's it. Yeah, he looks like he sort of want to pick it. He had his hands like this, but just go like that next time, Hudson Young, mate. Make it a little bit easier for you. Listen to the armchair expert, the armchair coach, Hudson Young. You'll be right.
Look. There was one angle that looked like a bobble, but when you slow it down, he definitely got his hands onto it. That's really, really bad from Cronulla there. I don't know, your fullback and your winger are out of position. Put the grubber kick in. So they haven't been able to repel any of the pressure that Canberra are putting on them so far, and Canberra are turning Cronulla away.
Well, you probably would say that they've had 4 real good red zone opportunities, the Canberra Raiders, and they have been denied 1 try as well for an obstruction call. So they have broken them a couple of times here as Jamal Fogarty shoots and goes over the black dot, 12 points to 6 with 15 minutes remaining in this half. It's it's a scrappy game, but it is a competitive contest.
Yeah, it's a very competitive contest. Look, I think the advantage that Cronulla have is when they're going to dig into their bench and bring on someone like Tom Hazelton and Toby Rudolph. But yeah, that's just poor positioning. Will Kennedy was on the other side of the ruck. He was defending left edge second row. So Sam Stone Street's got to be aware for that. And he rushed up as well. He was in no man's land.
And it's not like the Raiders did a hell of a lot during that set as well. So Will Kennedy didn't really need to be at third marker, if you will, again, like 10 meters back directly behind the ruck. So anyways, Sharkies.
Again, this is one of the things that has frustrated Cronulla fans about Will Kennedy is he defends in the line, but he's told to defend in the line. That leaves you susceptible for those grubbers in. But, penalties and 6 agains and Cronulla just aren't repelling at the moment.
Tarpany, second tackle, plays the ball. And this is Morgan Smithy. So the opening front row pairing are still out there 25 minutes into the contest. So interchanges. Oh, Nicholson drops the ball after the set after points. A bit of a cardinal sin there. Sharkies afforded the opportunity to hit back.
Cronulla get their opportunity to hit back here, Sam, but the last time they were down there, we saw obviously the play ended in the crash ball from Blake Brayley. There was too much standing around. You have a look at Canberra every time they're in the red zone, the Westpac red zone as we're calling it these days. They're busy. They're going back into the ruck. They're going back under. They're moving everywhere. Cronulla are just standing around waiting for Trindle or Hines to do something. You can't score points like that. You've got to be moving. As here we go. Hiroti takes it. That's a strong run. He's had a well of a start. Here we go. Fanua Blake takes the second tackle here. Nice run into the middle. Cronulla are 15 metres out from the line now. Fighting. Brayley goes open side. Trindle turns Kafusi back on the inside. Strong run there. Kafusi with an offload. It's on to Adam Fanua Blake. Looked like he was going to get across the line. He would have been held up. It's back to Brayley. No crash ball this time. Trindle goes short to Nickera, and Nickera scores. Nickera's in. He has started the year on fire. That's 3 tries in 4 games for Britton Nickera. And as I said, Sam, the minute we started getting bodies in motion, Kafusi with an offload, Fanua Blake, a quick play the ball, on to Nickera running that edge there. That's a great battle between Nickera and Hudson Young.
Sure is.
One try apiece. Plenty of points in this game here, Sam. It's just who's going to control the ball. The Raiders twice have dropped the ball after scoring, and it's invited Cronulla back into the game.
Cardinal sin from Matty Nicholson.
No right to score this, Britton Nickera.
I'll tell you what, man. I did hear. I only faintly heard it, but I think it might have been Kevy Walters or even Mick Ennis that said that Britton Nickera has not had a good start to the year despite that try against South Sydney. And I did sort of cock my head to the side, but I haven't thought about it since. Well, you just said that you reckon he's having a barnstorming season. What's your reaction to the Fox League panel suggesting that Nickera has been a little bit slow in 2025?
He scored 3 tries in 4 games, but this is the Britton Nickera that you always get to start the season. You get so frustrated, right? At the end of last year, he was competing for the team of the season honours. But when he starts the year, he's not like an Eli Katoa or an Angus Crichton who's going to have 13, 14, 15, 16 hit-ups. Britton Nickera's best work, he's done 20 metres out from the try line, as we just saw then. So people look at his Supercoach scores and go, oh, well, he scored a try, but he only got 40 Supercoach points. And these are the things, like, he's not a Supercoach player. Don't get Britton Nickera in your team because he only has 7 runs a game, but he'll make 40 tackles. But it's the back end of the year where he really, really starts firing. But he's a great line runner, and Cronulla get lots of opportunities in the red zone, and that's where he does his best work. He's had an indifferent start to the year. He had a really, really good game in Vegas. He had an okay game against you guys up in Townsville. He was quiet against Souths and the Dogs. And yeah, look, he's started all right tonight as Toby Rudolph is on the field now for his first run. That was a great run off the kickoff. Gets up to the 20-metre line. Wanted to quick play the ball, didn't get it. Oh, Stone Street. Was he caught high then? No, they haven't given that. They gave the other one, though. Incredibly soft. Here goes Fanua Blake. This is a good set. Set after points here, very important for Cronulla as it goes open side to Trindle. Trindle goes on to Billy Burns. Billy Burns steps back inside. He's another one who's been great in New South Wales Cup for us. He captained us to a premiership last year over the fourth man. Here goes Will Kennedy for his hit up. I'm okay with that. I'll live with a Will Kennedy hit up because we're inside our own half there. We're inside the Raiders half there, Sam. And we're going to go back open side for a bomb here. Trindle puts it up. There's going to be some pressure coming through here. Savage and Weeks. Weeks will take it.
Yep. Well done, Weeksy. Well done, Weeksy. So they're going to play the ball up on the top of the screen, and now it's coming left infield now, and Savage runs diagonally and gets up over the 20-meter line. They're still up the top, but Fogarty now passes left infield. This is Timoko. I believe, no, it's the Tamale. But in any event, this Raiders player is being dragged back by about 6 or so meters. Play the ball comes deep inside their own 30. Up over the 30-meter line now. That is Tamale now playing the ball. So their backlines all had hit-ups. This is Big Red now on fourth tackle. Well, Sharkies certainly have the momentum here. Big Red eventually plays the ball.
That's important.
And Fogarty kicks it downfield, man.
Nice kick downfield, and that should go to Bubba Kennedy, who throws it over to Sam Stone Street to open up the middle of the field. Stone Street will take it up near the 20-meter line. He gets crunched side on. Jesus. Tough, and he didn't miss him there. Open side here, Ramian. Nice fight back from Cronulla. They're shooting themselves in the foot for this game here, but they're doing everything they can to keep themselves in the game. Ronaldo.
There were 4 Raiders defenders just then on Mulatalo.
Brayley comes out of dummy half. Doesn't ping the marker, but still makes 10 meters. Fogarty grabs him by the collar. He's looking. He's begging to the referee. Give me that 6 again. Doesn't get it. As now goes open side. There's a flop, not called. Trindle. It'll go to Hines here, and Hines will put a midfield bomb up. Oh, God, it's not deep enough, Nico.
Oh, nearly, though. Nearly. It was a great chase by Mulatalo.
Tommy Hazelton's on the field now as well, so Fitz has gone to his bench.
And Savage. Yep, taken by Hazelton. Yep.
Those kicks from Nico are just not deep enough.
And this is Tamale now, I think, just getting stopped on just short of the 40-meter line. Starling goes down the short side to Josh Papali'i, who's now out there. So Stewart has seen Big Bald on, and now he brings on Big Bun Papali'i. And this is Nicholson now entering Sharks territory. This is last tackle now. They're up at the top of the screen, and Starling passes left infield. And this is a spiraling kick. And it's going down Sam Stone Street's way. He drops the ball, not even dropped it, but Raiders are going to be afforded a 6 again here. Offloaded back to Big Red. Passes right to jersey number 17. I think that's out of Mariota now. And they're about 11 meters away from the try line. Less than 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Starling goes right. Fogarty puts Papali'i back under McInnes. Good tackle. Stops him immediately. Starling, they're 10 meters out. Starling goes left. Big Red still out there, and he just puts on the accelerator, but he's taken there by Nicola. And Starling goes left at the back. Fogarty flat to Chris. Ramian, good contact, and he offloaded back to Hudson Young. Hudson Young, 2 tries tonight. Oh, man, this scoreline could be 42-40 when we're all said and done.
Cronulla just can't repel any pressure at the moment. They cannot repel any pressure, Sam. The minute Canberra get in there, it's going to be a try.
Fogarty elected not to spiral or just kick towards Kennedy and Sam Stone Street. By the time the ball made contact with his body, well, it made contact with his back. That's how much Stone Street was put under pressure just then, and afforded the Raiders a 6 again call. And it was Hines, Ramian, and it was just a good line run by Sebastian Chris, who's been very solid to start 2025, and he was able to get the offload out to Hudson Young. So 16 points to 12, 7.5 minutes remaining. Again, it's scrappy, but there's points, and it's hotly contested. It's entertaining enough.
It's certainly something, Sam. I'm not quite entertained at the moment. I think it's very funny, Cronulla's defensive effort at the moment, but it's
kind of frustrating to watch, isn't it, from both teams?
It's an absolute appalling game. Look, the difference here, and I said it in there. Hines put the ball up and it landed 30 meters out from the line, and it was a piss weak bomb that gave Jamal Fogarty an opportunity to just smack the living daylights out of that ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what Stone Street was thinking with that attempt to take the ball. Just let it bounce, mate. If you're going to dive, just let the ball bounce.
And Fogarty shoots, and he scores 18 points to 12, under 7 minutes remaining. We're in for a thriller tonight, man. But it's a clunky game. It's a clunky game from both sides. It's like both teams can't. There hasn't been a repeat set really. Like there's been 6 agains, but like no team's actually forced their way to have repeat sets. If you know what I mean.
The minute the ball's getting down there, they're just scoring tries.
Yeah.
So Canberra will drop the ball, Cronulla will score, and we'll be back at 18-all talking this all over again.
Yep, exactly. But Nicholson, he'll be hoping that it's not coming down his way, but we'll see. Well, it looks like a Sharks player was offside, Sam Stone Street a little bit. But anyway, from the kickoff. But anyway, play on. Josh Papali'i. Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, that's Mariotta, sorry. Has the hit up about 12 meters away from their own line. And this here now is Josh Papali'i. They're both working with the same freaking haircut. I swear to goodness. Alrighty then. Big Red now has a hit up over the 20-meter line. Can he get the offload away? No. He's taken there by Nikora and McInnes. Third tackle. Inside their own 30, Strange decides to put Hudson Young back under, breaks away from one tackle, but Hazelton said you're not going anywhere. And as a matter of fact, he goes back a couple of meters. Fourth tackle here. Starling goes right. Fogarty going to go for the 40-20 attempt. Sam Stone Street is on his bike. He's got the pace and he's got it well covered, Terry.
That's a great kick again by Fogarty. It's the difference at the moment is the kicking game from Jamal Fogarty is just absolutely taken Cronulla apart, and it shouldn't be. It should be Cronulla's kicking game from Trindle, but yeah, I don't know. Hines' midfield bombs are just absolutely killing Cronulla at the moment. So here goes now. Ramian takes a hit up. It's a strong hit up in the middle. Brayley takes a scoot out of dummy half, catches some markers out of play there, makes a nice 10 metres. Dan Atkinson's on the field. That's early for him. And Atkinson takes a scoot, gets it up over the halfway line now. As it goes open side here to Trindle, and Trindle puts up a bomb, gives the chasers some time to come through. Weeks takes it. Has he dropped it? He has. He's dropped it.
Oh, it's Sharks knock on.
It's called knock on Cronulla.
Interesting. But yeah, Trindle fighting fire with fire there. That they got to continue to do that.
It. Oh, someone's been put on report here. Oh, Sebastian Chris. Okay, Sebastian Chris has been put on report, and that doesn't help Cronulla now, who could have been on the attack. But anyway, as we go, is he going to be sin-binned or not? Where's this crackdown coming?
Oh, I don't know already. So Sebastian Chris, they're looking out for high tackles, and then they missed one. Alrighty, Starling now passes right infield for Tamale. He's put in a lot of work, hard work tonight here, Tamale, for a young fella. Credit to him. So there's 4 minutes remaining. They haven't looked likely when they're in their own end, Canberra, to really break them. So Starling passes right, Big Red still out there, and he's able to run over the 30-meter line and makes about 5 more meters. Fourth tackle, play the ball. Starling darts to the right-hand side, finds Nicholson, makes about 10 or so meters. That's a bit better. That is better from the Raiders inside their own territory. Starling passes left infield. Fogarty, and he's just looking for the sideline. And he gets it. So a bit of a breather still before halftime.
Yeah, it's a nice kick from Fogarty. He's had the ball on the string this half here. Look, Canberra, they look like this is the thing Dan and I said on Rugby League Outlaws this week, Sam, is if you want to beat Cronulla, just out-enthusiasm them. Because that's all Canterbury did last week. They did the 1% things better. They made sure that they had players that play the ball, and they were just more enthusiastic than Cronulla, and you'll win that game. As Ronaldo Mulatalo takes the first hit up, flopping around on the ground. Here goes Hiroti. He's driven back there. That's some solid defense by Corey Horsburgh. And drags him back to the ground. No penalty. Okay. Third tackle, and none of our forwards have had a run here. We've given it to the smallest bloke on the field in Dan Atkinson to have a hit up. There's Trindle. Goes to Hines. Far out. This is absolutely shocking. That's the fourth tackle there from Cronulla. What the hell are they doing?
Oh, that Ramey and Nico Hines weren't in sync just then, man.
This is so frustrating, Sam, as we're going to go short side here. Stone Street puts a chip over the top.
Oh, Hudson Young was... No, it's worked out for you, boys, because the Raiders were offside. Hudson Young's telling Tamale, well, use your freaking head. That was disastrous. That might have been the worst set of six
in history.
2025 to date. Of 2025 to date, man. Oh, Tamale was... Oh,
Sam,
man.
I think I'm going to have to log off here. I need to go.
You're still in the game. You could score in the next 60 seconds. There's 2 minutes remaining.
Oh, we're more likely to drop the ball than do anything good here, Sam, as Big Tom has a run. It's Toby. He started strong, Tobe.
Yeah, yep.
I'd rather him start than Kafusi, but that's a chat for another day, as Dan Atkinson's been busy since he come on. Hines out to Kennedy. Kennedy to Ramian. Ramian almost around Chris. Chris has a second go at him here. Kennedy's in the acting half. Open side to Hines. Hines goes to Big Tom. Tom has a run up the middle here. As Cronulla 15 metres out from the line. We're going to expect a kick coming. Which side of the ruck are we going? Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
Oh, Nickera!
Yes! Whoa! Something out of nothing from Britton Nickera. Oh, my God. And he answers back to Hudson Young. And we're going to go in halftime at 18-all, he said. And I don't need to log off anymore.
I told you had 2 more minutes to go. That is something out of friggin' nothing. You boys were in the abyss 60 seconds ago.
Oh, what has happened here? Corey Horsburgh, Nickera keeps kicking the ball and kicking the ball and kicking the ball, and then he scores.
Oh, Nickera's been playing FIFA.
He has. Look at that.
Oh.
That's my striker. That's my striker, Sam.
Holy. I don't even know what to say. That's awful luck for the Raiders.
That is awful luck for the Raiders. And what
Big Red can't do anything else. Yeah.
No, Cronulla will go into halftime knowing that they should not be at 18-all. But here you are. Fitzy's chat to them is literally, you can't play any worse, and it's 0-all.
It literally is. Start the game again in the second half.
You cannot play any worse. It's 0-all.
Well, as Nico Hines lines are up.
Unless he misses this, then it's 2-0.
Oh, my God. All right.
We go in at 18-all at halftime, Sam, and I'm not logging off.
Thank goodness for that, mate. Thank goodness. We still got you for another 40 minutes. Man, we haven't seen a golden point game this year. We might see it tonight here, Terry, but 18 points all.
We might see, Sam. We might see the first 50-all golden point.
I said to you that we might see a scoreline of 42-40. It's looking like that way, but, I mean, there's a massive chance that both teams come out in this second half and defense up and lock things up. So maybe points will be at a premium in this second half. But, look, we said it 2 or 3 different times, but it was a clunky first half. It was frustrating because both defenses, obviously at 18-all at halftime, haven't quite shown up to the best of their capabilities. And it is Nickera versus Hudson Young. That is the storyline out of this first half.
That is the show. Look, yeah, lots of people. I put a tweet out, Sam, saying, we've got a crackdown here on high shots. We've had a player put on a report for a high shot and no sin bin, and no one can understand it. So, I've got a question for you. Let's go away from the game. Monday mornings, we used to see Graham Annesley come out and talk about, refereeing performances on the weekend, and where things went wrong, where things went right, and the NRL decided that they would give that up this year because there just seemed to be too much for him to talk about. Do you think we should bring it back after what we've seen in the opening 4 weeks in one game?
Well, Andrew Abdo sort of took that pressure off a little bit by coming out on NRL 360 and reiterating a couple of things, but that was not as effective as what we could have seen from Graham Annesley. We need to just get I don't know, what do you say? You need to hear it from the horse's mouth, I guess, mate. It would be good to hear from him, but maybe it's just costing a bit too much money. Maybe people just weren't tuning in enough, mate. But I don't think we need to. I don't think we need to hear from him, man. It was just a lot of pandering from him in the end, and it got under my skin a fair bit.
Well, the next thing that I'm going to ask you then is, we heard about this head high crackdown from Buzz Rothfield on NRL 360. So, where's the communication coming from the NRL to say there's going to be a crackdown on the high tackles? Why are we hearing it from journalists and not from a horse's mouth, as you said?
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe Annesley just doesn't want to handle the heat anymore. Well, then if you can't handle it, get going then, obviously. Exactly. But that was dispelled to put this in a bow that Buzz came out and said every high tackle will be sin bin this weekend. And literally 10 minutes later, Abdo came on and said, no, we'll just be more harsher on the more more egregious, high-looking tackles in round number 5 this weekend. And to that point, there haven't been many high shots or controversies in that game, but there was one that they did miss, and they did deem it that it wasn't going to be sin bin worthy. I think that was Sebastian Chris on Sam Stone Street.
It was. And now, last year when Cronulla played the Bulldogs, we saw Britt Nickera shoulder charge Viliami Kikau in the face. And live at the ground, it happened right in front of us. And I was like, oh, man, they're going to call this back for a penalty. They didn't. Matt Burton put a kick across field. 3 tackles later, the bunker intervened, called Nickera out, put him on report and binned him, and then gave the Dogs a penalty. So why can't they do that? Why can't they turn around and go, right, well, that's a high shot. We're going to go back down the field and we're going to put that on report, and it's a penalty.
Yeah, because...
No, I hate that.
No, I know you. Yeah. We did call a game, I think. It might have been the Vegas game between the Raiders and Warriors where somebody did get penalised about a minute later after the fact. So, so obviously they deemed that contact by Sebastian Chris wasn't sin bin worthy. But do you think it would have been sin bin worthy if they did call it then and there?
Look, it's not the worst shot you've seen. But from the blow up and the hurrah that we had during the week, that's as good as that. Now, if that was in Magic Round in 2020, he would have been binned and suspended for 3 weeks, Sam. So it's what I'm saying is the inconsistency in the rules, and now you don't even have a mouthpiece telling you what these rules are. You just get Buzz going, this is happening, and then you get Andrew Abdo ring up and go, no, it's not.
Yep. And it's frustrating because it feels like that. It doesn't feel like Graham Annesley is taking any accountability, or the referees are really taking any accountability, even though there have been referees dropped this weekend. I believe one of them was Chris Butler. I think I'm pretty sure about that, who refereed that Bulldogs Sharks game last weekend.
That's not what he was dropped for, though, Sam. He was dropped for the Moses Leota no try.
Yes. So he had an absolute howler, and he was held accountable. But the interpretations and the inconsistencies, it's Graham Annesley and the referees boss who I think got changed off season. It just feels like, as a fan, I'm frustrated with you, alongside you, that it feels like that these people up in higher places aren't being held accountable. We want to hear from these people and ask, why the F was that Moses Leota attempt not a try? Why was that a no try? So I think they're all ducking and weaving, and that's why Abdo had to come out on 360 over the past couple of days and just take a little bit of the heat. Now, just quickly, we'll go into the halftime stats here, mate, but just I'll say thank you to everybody that's come in. We've had at least 20 people at one stage watching us live, so that's fantastic. Thank you so much. We'll go into the stats here, man. Look, we were saying that it was a clunky game of footy, and I'll just refresh the page one last time, but the completion rates are at 88 and 85%, but it doesn't feel like a high quality game at the moment, Terry. The errors that have been made, the teams are making the other one pay. It's a frustrating game that could be a little bit better, but look, based off that, it's not too bad.
No, look, and the alarming thing from that is that both teams are competing high, but if for Canberra, they've probably made 3 or 4 mistakes, and Cronulla have punished them. Cronulla's mistakes are made when they're attacking, so they haven't really been punished. What Cronulla are getting punished by is their ill discipline. They're giving cheap penalties and 6 agains away, and they're just not able to repel Canberra's effort. Yep. Whereas, Canberra scoring tries, dropping the ball, and then that last 2 minutes, young Tamale switched off, luckily for Cronulla, because that was the worst set of 6, as I said, in the history of the game. And somehow, as we see the Nikora try, my God, I don't know. I don't know how he scored that try. But, look, you've got here 51% possession for Canberra, and NRL on Fox has got 51% possession for Cronulla. So who knows what's going on here, Sam? Who knows?
We'll talk to NRL.com about it, and not freaking me. Not me that's trying to keep things up to date. But
I would rather the NRL.com stats than Fox Sports stats, just to be with you.
Yeah, true. Okay. But look, things are all even across the board. It is all even across the board, and it shows obviously in the scoreline. And as we said about 10 minutes ago, that it's all coming down Nikora and Hudson Young's edge. That they're not quite coming together. They're not quite contacting, but it is the Hudson Young Britton Nikora show. And just quietly, man, with all due respect, and I know you don't mind me speaking my mind, mate. Anybody speaks their mind. I know you don't mind. I would say that if I had to choose who would be the better team in that first half, I would say that the Raiders looked the better team inside that first 40.
Yeah, and just a stat that I'm not surprised at here before we go into that is that Cronulla's total set distance is 47 metres compared to Canberra's 37 metres. And we noticed that quite early with Ronaldo getting on the front foot, and when Adam Fanua-Blake's taking his hit-ups and Toby Rudolph taking his hit-ups. But again, it's the mistakes, it's the, Jamal Fogarty's kicking game that's getting them out of trouble here. Look, I'm 100% with you. Canberra have been the best team to start the second half, to start the game. But look, it's not about how you start the game, it's how you finish it, Sam. And 18-all. Crucial times here. Look, Cronulla have looked really good with the ball. They're showing the highlights here from Nicho Hynes. He put Billy Burns through a gap. We've seen a couple of knock-ons from his kicks, but it's just his long kicking game, Sam, has just deserted him. In 2022, he was kicking the absolute life out of the ball. Now he can't kick the ball past Chad Townsend's shadow, and it's really, really annoying.
Is that potentially the fear of pulling a hammy or something like that when he is trying to kick the ball as hard as he can?
No, what I've heard is it's the fear of giving away the 7 tackle sets. If you have a look at the last 2 years, 2023 and 2024, Cronulla gave away the least amount of 7 tackle sets when in possession. So they don't kick the ball over the dead ball line all that much. So that's what I think it is. But he needs to just find that balance of, dropping it at the 30-metre line to dropping it at the 10-metre line, which we know he can. And it's just going to come back from confidence. Look, if he can have a big second half here and turn his season around, but otherwise, just let Trindle do the majority of the kicking, mate. You go back to running. Go back to what your bread and butter at the moment is running and putting players through the holes. Just do that. Let Trindle kick us out of trouble.
Yep. I do agree. So let's go through some of the player stats here from that first half. And starting with Sevilio Tamale, 10 runs for 81 metres. For the youngster has had a very nice start for his rookie year with the Canberra Raiders. So I think he's been doing really well. Sebastian Chris, I don't want to say he's been great, but gee whiz, he's had some important touches, and one of those important touches did lead to Hudson Young's first try second try of the game, I should say. Ethan Strange didn't start too badly, but I thought Strange did fade out with about 15, possibly 20 minutes to go in that first half. So I hope that he can come back roaring into calculations. But again, this big red Corey Horsburgh's season has been outstanding. 15 carries for 137 meters, man. He is already locked into State of Origin as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, look, as a Queenslander, it's good to see him standing up and wanting to get into the team. And you'd have to think with the way that he started the season that Billy Slater will be looking at him and thinking, if I can't get you in the starting lineup, son, I'll get you on the interchange bench. But look, Sam, I'm just going to desert you for 1 minute because I'm quite thirsty. Right, I'm just going to go and get a drink and I'll be back.
No, that's all right, mate.
We're back in time for kickoff. I'm not logging out. I'm coming back.
Yeah, no, that's thank goodness for that. Alrighty. Now, just quickly, Nath J, they're all getting paid too much to care, in my opinion. I don't know what you're talking about there. So come back to me with a bit more detail there. And Aaron, g'day, Aaron. Part of the Westlife podcast there, Aaron. Heck of a game so far. Look, it's close. It's close. And stats would suggest that it is a high quality game, but I still think that defenses have been has left a lot to be desired for sure. And now Daniel's coming to that. Need to control Dan. Is it Dan? I need to just control the ball and fix our discipline. It would be nice, lol. And again, need to just control the ball. You guys are still completing at 88 or 85% there, are the Sharkies. It's just defensively and just the sort of game plan that you got at the moment, or the decisions that they're making while they're in attack. Both teams needs to be rectified in that second half for sure. Going into the Sharkies player stats at the moment, and Ronaldo Mulatalo, he's at 9 carries for 99 meters. I think Mulatalo is going to be the difference in this game, I think, or be one of the differences, especially if Timoko continues to somewhat defend the way that he's defending. I think Mulatalo could be the key in that second half. Hiroti, I think his first game in the NRL for a couple of years has been quite solid. He didn't miss a tackle. It was an obstruction in the end. But Hiroti, I think he has been quite solid. Kennedy, as Terry has said, is safe as a bank inside that first half. Aiden Fanua-Blake, he did have 2 or maybe 3 carries that were effective. 7 carries for 83 meters. That is good. That is over 10 meters a carry. But I would like to see him just with a few more touches, not double, but I would like to see him with a few more touches in the second half. I was meant to say Brayley and McInnes defensively have been quite stout, and I thought Toby Rudolph didn't look too bad when he came onto the paddock. Who were the players that really stuck out for you, Terry?
Look, I'll hear you on that one about Mawina Hiroti in his first game in the NRL. Now, I've run into some technical difficulties here, Sam, so I actually have to move. So you might be commentating this game for the first couple of minutes by yourself, unless I can get my phone back working. But look, I like Hiroti. I like the work that Ronaldo is doing, but we're not getting him enough ball in the attacking line. Oh, no, I'm back. My phone's back. I can see the Raiders running out now. Sam, where are you at?
That's all right. Yeah, no, I've got the Raiders still coming out of the sheds.
I'll pause it. You tell me when you see Big Red running onto the field, and I'll press play.
I can see him right now.
Boom! There we are.
All righty.
We're back. And obviously as well, mate. I'll go with Will Kennedy at the back, and with the ball. Without the ball, he's left a lot to be desired. And Adam Fanua-Blake, his charges up the middle were pretty good. But as Daniel has said here, Kafusi's stats are dreadful. I didn't see them, but
Kafusi's stats. Well, look, they're better than last week already. Four hit ups of the ball for 35 meters, mate. Calm down. You can't swear.
That can't be. I didn't swear. I just took the Lord's name.
I know you did. Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. All righty. So thank you very much to everyone that's in the chat right now. And the Raiders are going to kick things off here momentarily. Just waiting for the groundsman to clear, and things are back underway. It has kickoff. We've got a kickoff, Terry.
Down to Kennedy, gives it on to Hazelton, and takes the first hit up of the second half. Into contact there of Marietta Papali'i, and it looked like Hudson Young. Slow play the ball. Jesse Ramian will take the second hit up to the 20-meter line. Blake Brayley throwing his hands up. As Atkinson turns, Toby Rudolph inside. That's a good run from Toby. That's a very, very good run from Toby. He'll find himself back in the starting lineup sooner rather than later there, Sam. As that's on to Billy Burns now. He's not let anyone down, old Burnsy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Atkins. Is that Dan? It was Dan Atkinson taking the fifth tackle Kennedy. So we'll go open side here. Trindle will put the bomb up. Ronaldo is tearing through here. It's a good tackle from Hiroti. And over to you, Sam.
Well done, Weeksy. And he plays the ball closest to the side of the interchange. And Timoko now has the hit up and he's able to get to the 20-meter line. Good strength there not to be driven back by 4 Sharks defenders. Fogarty passes left infield for Savage. Like to see him also involved a little bit more in this game, but he's going to be stopped just shy of the 30-meter line. They're still on the side closest to the interchange. And Starling goes down that way, again, the short side with Matty Nicholson, and he's able to back his way. He's still short of the 40-meter line. Starling left infield, Big Red, dummied and just takes that was a bit of a nothing play there, but I suppose a settler for a massive kick inbound from Fogarty, kicking outside of the 40, and it's taken there on the full by Stone Street.
Stone Street takes it back into the middle of the park, and he is crunched by Hudson Young. Very slight of frame, Stone Street. He's a very tall kid, but he needs to put a bit more muscle on as Jesse Ramian takes a nice hit up there, up to the 30-meter line, and Brayley's waiting at acting half and comes open side to Trindle. Trindle puts the ball onto Hiroti, gets up to about the 37-meter line here on tackle 3. Brayley goes open side. Kennedy has a run. Gets to the 43-meter line here as Will Kennedy on tackle 4. Brayley's looking open side here to Atkinson. Atkinson goes behind, and they get it onto Nikora, who charges over to the halfway line. So 2 sets for Cronulla and 2 sets completed as we're going to go open side here, and Trindle's going to put the bomb up. They're going to test Tamale out here, and he takes it safely. There was no chase coming through, but he's met by Big Ball Tom and Atkinson, and it's yours, Sam.
Yeah, and he'll play the ball on the 20-meter line. Savage now, one off the ruck and bounce Trindle away and able to get to the 30-meter line. That's a good carry from him. And now Weeks the dummy half, goes right with Timoko. And Timoko, 10-meter run with about 3 meters, 4 meters post-contact. Down on the side closest to the interchange sideline. And this is Matty Nicholson. One off the ruck. That's a good run from Nicholson, about 15 meters on that carry. 4th tackle. Down the short side again. Starling to Weeks, and Weeks just swallowed whole there by Hiroti. And this is last tackle now. Fogarty from 35 meters out puts the bomb up. Oh, and it's going to be a penalty here, surely. No. I thought Adam Mariota pushed a Sharks defender out of the way.
No penalty. Kennedy just followed that up. And he goes Ronaldo on tackle 2. I did see the push, Sam, but I don't think it was enough for a penalty. As Ronaldo's asking for one on the ground as Hiroti. That was a good set from Canberra. Very, very good set. Retaliating to how Cronulla has started, and Ramian will take the hit up now, and he's breaking tackles and spinning and gets an offload here to Billy Burns. And Burns gets up to the 40-meter line. That's a great run, great offload there from Ramian as Ronaldo charges in, gets up over the halfway line. That's a great set.
This is better footy from both these teams so far.
It is. Again, look how that bomb is shocking. Like, absolutely. Sam, that's a terrible kick.
Oh, man. As soon as I said it, I'm sorry, man. That's my bad. The commentator's curse. My bad, dude.
Far out, man. Like, Hines' kicking has absolutely deserted him at the moment. That was the one that Canberra will score here. Canberra will score here just to show you how terrible this has been.
I don't care if you swear, by the way, mate. It's all good. But we might hear him go apoplectic. We might hear Terry go absolutely apoplectic if they do score here. Errors resulted in points straight away. Let's see if that trend continues here. And Matty Nicholson, what a start.
It's a shocking kick.
Yep. Yes, that's going to come. Yes. Yeah. Starling now goes left. 2nd tackle to Fogarty. Fogarty selecting Strange at the back. Left to Weeks. Left to Chris. They're 35 meters out here. And he's still going, Chris. Still running. Oh, he could be out here, but no. What a play there by the Raiders, and particularly Chris. This now is Tamale. He puts the accelerator puts his foot down on the accelerator. Now it's a scoot here from Weeks. Surely not. This would be a bit soft here from Sharkies if he gets over, but no, that's not going to happen. This is last tackle now. They're right at the top of the screen, deep in the corner. Fogarty now. He steps away from Hazelton, puts in the grubber kick, and Kennedy picks it up. Special play from Kennedy.
Safe as houses, Will Kennedy, mate. Put the ball on the ground, put the ball in the air. He's safe. It's just his positioning play. But here we go. Here we go. It's open side here, Hiroti. Well, look. That's the first time Cronulla have repelled Canberra off a bad kick or a penalty.
Yep.
So there's something to work from as Atkinson goes, and he'll take the step back infield. He's hit under there by Hudson Young. So that's tackle 5 here. Going open side. Back to Nico. And again, it's not deep enough. That kick's not deep enough. They're going to get tackled on the 30-metre line.
Yep. Oh man, it's telling now. It's getting really graphic too, man. That is. They need to give it to Trindle next time they get the opportunity. As Chris now has a hit up to the 40-metre line. They're a little bit left of centre, are the Raiders. Starling went to dummy half. He passes, or this is all a bit lethargic now. Oh, and they've been afforded a 6 again here. Savage is able to fight his way to halfway. Starling goes down the short side, down the interchange sideline, but he stops and passes left infield to Papali'i, and he's taken there, snapped by Rudolph. Starling darts to the right-hand side. All good defense there from Atkinson at marker. But now it's Fogarty scooting to the left-hand side. Passes left in for Big Red. He now cuts against the grain, and now he's about 28 metres from the try line. 4th tackle now here. Starling left for Fogarty. Flat pass for Mariota, and Mariota is taken on the 20-metre line up near the top of the screen. Starling passes right, back in field. Fogarty puts in a chip kick that went a bit too deep that time, and Trindle swallows it.
Here we are. Kennedy's in at dummy half, and he gets the ball to Ronaldo. Takes it up to the 10-metre line on tackle 2. Canberra have started this half a lot better as Kennedy goes from acting half there and scoots and gets turned around, and Hines comes in, gives the ball to Hiroti.
Oh, big Tukes.
Oh, was that Tukes, was it? Oh, shocking.
All right, who's kicking? Trindle.
No! Smacks the belly out of that one.
It still came down. It still came down on the 20, and Wicks did take it. But at least it was an effective bomb.
But that bomb there, Sam, gave the Cronulla chasers a chance to run through. Hines's bombs are too shallow. They're way too shallow. Way too shallow. I don't know.
Tamale's holding his temple, but he's going to get up eventually and play the ball. We'll have a look at that and see if there was a high shot involved. There's Hudson Young now over the 30-metre line, up at the top of the screen, and the ball's coming back right infield. Sebastian Chris with another hit up, having another solid game here is Sebastian Chris. Starling passes right. Josh Papali'i up to halfway.
Thoughts on Papali'i going to the Super League?
That's the first I've heard about it. Let me suck that in, and I'll get back to you in 60 seconds, mate. As Kennedy will take this easily just beyond his own 10-metre line. But that is, I can't believe that at the moment. I've got to suck that up.
Yeah, St. Helens are interested in him, and you can see why. He's getting he's still got it in him. He's still got it in him. He's not going to play Origin, so yeah, that might be the play for him as Billy Burns takes it up on tackle 3 over the 30-metre line here. He's holding his head as well. Todd Smith's letting a lot go, isn't he? And there's Big Tukes with a run and an offload. On here, there's Atkinson, some footwork around the ruck. Oh, he probably could have offloaded that as well. That's tackle 4. Can we get a 6 again, Todd? Probably not. Hines goes for a run. Yes, we got a 6 again for a ruck infringement. Called it. Called it. Well, he was pulling his feet. Like, what else do you want him to do as Kennedy takes the run here? Let's build some pressure here, Cronulla. Let's build some pressure. Trindle goes open side to Tukes, whose offload started this. That's a good run. Now, another player that came under fire, Tukes. We'll put a pause on that. We'll come back to it afterwards as Trindle goes open side here. Kennedy, Hiroti. Oh. Played back to Brayley. Brayley open side, Trindle. Trindle dummies, gets caught here. Where's Hines? What's he going to have for us here? Atkinson, Hines. Hines to Kennedy. Kennedy to Ramian. Ramian puts a kick in. It's a good kick. Going back to Huge Tukes. Big frame.
What's up?
He's about my height, 120 kilos of pure muscle. He was so bad last week that Cronulla were down to 2 players on the bench. He had about a 10-minute stint, got hooked, and never came back on. The bloke has all the physical attributes to be one of the best young prospective front rowers in the game. He's got one of the best front rowers in the game teaching him at the moment. He needs to do something because he's great for Newtown. He's really, really good for Newtown. And Stone Street flies high, takes that ball here, and Cronulla are 10 metres out with some pressure here on Canberra. That was a great take from Stone Street. And we got a 6 again for a ruck infringement. As Hazelton takes it to the middle of the park. Brayley's looking open side here. We've got 3 playmakers on the park. Goes to Atkinson. Atkinson turns Tuku inside. We've got another ruck infringement 6 again, Sam. All this pressure here. What can Cronulla give us? Probably a bag of fluff. Billy Burns turned back on the inside. Your face, Sam. I love it. Your facial expressions, they kill me. As it goes open here, Tukes. Oh, I thought he was going to get down there. That's right. He's too tall. He's 7 foot tall. He couldn't get down in time. Open side here. Trindle to Kennedy. Kennedy goes through.
Oh.
Did he kick it?
I thought he was looking to offload it and then just knock the ball on. But to your point, I did see, I think even though it was against South Sydney and you guys still won, I do think that Big Tukes post-contact meters left a lot to be desired as well in some of the games that he has played, man.
Yeah, look, he's, as I said, he's got all the physical attributes to be one of the he's huge. He's absolutely huge. He reminds me of Dane Carlaw when Dane Carlaw came into first grade, and everyone was talking about this 6'4" hulking monster who just couldn't get it going. He just couldn't get it going, and I have a feeling that that's what you're gonna remember Tuku how to power about is that this imposing body that just goes nowhere.
How old is Big Tukes, man? 22?
22.
Okay.
I think he's 23 this year.
All righty. Well, his career has only just begun, and he does look awesome, man. He looks so exciting. So we got Owen Paddy out there on the paddock now, and this is a really bad set here, or a great set defensively here from Cronulla. And Paddy is taken. They're only about 16 metres away from their own try line here are the Raiders. Josh Papali'i gets it on the 30, and he just goes forward. An effective 10 metres at that, though. They're about 25 metres away from their own try line now. Paddy darts to the right-hand side with Xavier Savage, who drops the ball. Oh, man. Sharks defensive pressure. Well done.
Yeah, look, Canberra started this second half the way that they started the first half. They were, building pressure, getting the ball into the end zone, and that's, Cronulla's defense has just turned up this half. It abandoned them in the first half. It really did. A couple of really, really soft tries in that first half. What's going on here? Is this a scrum or is it a penalty? Sorry, my eyes are deceiving me here.
No, right. It's going to be a scrum for Cronulla.
We got a scrum here for Cronulla. Trindle's going to feed this. 40 metres out from the line as Cronulla are building some more pressure here. It comes open side. That's turned inside to Huge Tukes. Tuku Hautapua takes it up over the 30. Oh, I don't like that third man from the side shot. But, if that does a rib cartilage there, that's a great run from Tommy. And Brayley goes open side. Fanua Blake's back on the park now. He'd be well rested. He takes it. He's got those legs pumping. Post-contact meters after post-contact meters. As Brayley's in at dummy half. We're going open side here. Tukes runs a decoy. Hines.
Ford, no, not Ford. Wow.
Yeah, they've called it forward.
Oh, there it is. Oh, Struth.
Jesse Ramian he's had a terrible start to the season. An absolute terrible start to the season.
He was good in the Las Vegas game, though.
Yeah, he was good in Vegas. He has been terrible since.
Oh, bloody Nora. Oh, dear. Well, all righty. So, Atkinson off for Fanua Blake.
Dan Atkinson. Yeah. I thought he played well.
He did.
I'll give him his flowers. That was a better game from him. He was injected on earlier from Fitz.
So we're still locked at 18 points all. We hinted that points would probably be drier in the second half, and it's proving this way so far. Raiders have the ball through Joe Tarpon. He fended away from Nicola and Brayley, if you don't mind. Third tackle now. Play the ball finally comes on the 40-metre line. Paddy finds Josh Papali'i, and Papali'i makes an effective 10 metres, and they've entered Sharks territory here. Fourth tackle. They're a little bit left of centre. Paddy goes right, finds Fogarty, and he decides to put Nicholson back under, who's been great tonight. Very, very good. So Fogarty now gets the ball 40 metres out, puts the bomb up. Terry, of course, surely, no. Batted back by Savage, but I think it went forward. No, sorry, it went forward.
It has gone forward. And that's, my criticism of Cronulla's wingers the last couple of weeks has been they've been running in, screaming in to take the ball, like Sam Stone Street did in the first half and dived at it, and they've just been knocking it on. This was the play. This was the play. Let them make it. We had the troops around to defend that. That's a play.
Oh, good run.
Good run. Is that Stone Street? It is Stone Street. On the second tackle here, open side, Hiroti. He's getting through his work. I've been impressed with Mawini Hiroti. I have been impressed with Mawini Hiroti as Ricky Stewart's going back to his bench. Fanua Blake takes a hit up. Joe Tarpon, he's back out there. And that's the fourth tackle there from Cronulla. So they survive that. Brayley goes open side, picks it up. Cam McInnes is back out now for Cronulla as well. Hines puts the kick in. That's a little better. It's been dropped. It's been dropped from Canberra. Cronulla have more possession.
Are we going to see a captain's challenge?
Well, hopefully, because that was a clean drop.
No, I couldn't really freaking tell. I got no idea one way or the other. So we're 18 minutes into this second half. It's still 18 points all. And thank you to the chat that are in here right now. Support Wobble Enjoy Sports and Rugby League Outlaws. Follow the hyperlink in the name of the title and go check out Rugby League Outlaws and subscribe to them. Now Todd Smith is not impressed with something Hudson Young did. Is Hudson Young?
He's on report and he's in the bin.
In the bin. What for? I don't know. We don't know yet.
There we are. Swinging arm. Oh, shoulder to the head of Cam McInnes.
Alrighty.
So we're going back. They're taking the captain's challenge away, and it's a penalty to Cronulla. Is that what they're going to do? They're going to take the captain's challenge away? What's happened here? Look at this. Yeah, shoulder. Oh, yeah. Look. As a Sharks fan, that's weak. Cam McInnes literally just ran into Hudson Young. That's weak.
Nah, I definitely feel sorry for Hudson Young there, man.
Yes. Yeah, I hear you, because I'll say the Sebastian Chris tackle was worse.
Yeah, it was a little bit more. Yeah, it was swinging. Yes,
swinging.
Yeah.
And the consistency, Sam. Like, coming from a Sharks fan, I've got more of an issue with the Sebastian Chris than I do. That's just a hit up.
Mm-hmm.
Look, shoe on the other foot. If that's Cam McInnes going to the bin, I'm smashing my laptop and telling you to find someone to fill in for the last half an hour. Get your mum on the show, Sam. By the way, on the Fins Up podcast this week, I gave you a shout out and I called you Sam Verrills.
Oh, thank you, man. Oh, well, what an upgrade. It is an upgrade.
No, he will never be an upgrade on you. But I called you Sam Verrills.
Right. No, thank you. Now, they're taking the 2 here, and the Raiders are a man down. You like it?
I like it. This is just to settle. This is just to settle Cronulla and let them go back to what they're doing. Let them go back into possession. Take the 2 points here. Points are at a premium in this second half. It's not as open. It's not as free-flowing. We haven't had the lead tonight, Sam. Give us a taste of the lead. Give us a taste of the lead and make Canberra make their mistakes. Now, Cronulla aren't beating themselves at the moment. Make Canberra make their mistakes. I like this. If we lose 24-20, I won't like it.
And straight over the black dot, 20 points to 18 in favour of the visitors.
Yeah, look, I don't mind this now because it gives Cronulla a chance to turn around and play from in front.
Yep.
Yeah, Nath J has said the refs are on the Sharks tonight with absolute BS penalties. Look, they're penalties, but that's not a sin bin.
Yep.
Let's just be frank here. Whether if that's high contact or not, and it was high contact, that's not a sin binable offence. The Sebastian Crisp one was way worse. But Cronulla now they haven't played the best, and they will look up at the clock and they'll look up at the scoreboard and they'll see they're in front, and that should give him a kick here to hopefully get things going. As Kennedy takes the ball here, gets the ball on to huge Tukes. And he takes a run, and Cam McInnes looks like he's going to take the next hit up. Is it? No, it's Sam Stone Street. Oh, man, give it to the forwards. Thanks for agreeing with us, Nath. McInnes goes open side, turns the ball under to Fanua Blake. That's a great run from Fanua Blake. I tell you what a signing he will be for us. What a signing he will be for us. And McInnes takes a scamper, gets us over the 40-metre line there. Blake Brayley from acting half. Ball's on to Billy Burns here. Burns. And this is a good set after points for Cronulla. So that's it. We're in front now. Trindle puts up a bomb. We're in front. There's pressure coming here. It's taken from Nikora. 20 out. That's fine. That's good set after points. That's all you can ask for.
Now, we saw the Raiders have a man down in the bin against Manly, and in that period, Manly absolutely ran away with it. I would equal Sharkies to the Manly Sea Eagles. So they this is really dangerous territory here for the camp of Raiders, as Tamale has a hit up, and he's stopped there by 3 Sharkies defenders. It's second tackle, 5 short of the 40-metre line, still inside their own territory. Paddy goes right. Xavier Savage has a hit up over the 40-metre line now. Fox Sports saying there's under 7 minutes now until Hudson Young can come back. Morgan Smithies up over halfway. That's a good carry from Smithies. They're about 45 metres away now. They're central. They go right. This is Joe Tarpany over the 40-metre line. Puts his shoulder into Billy Burns. He offloads back to Paddy. Left to Ethan Strange. Fent away from Wine, and he's held onto there by Nico Hines. Hines was a pit bull on him. And I'll tell you what, Strange may have copped a poke to the eye as well. But his last tackle here, Fogarty puts the bomb up. We've got Tamale chasing. It's leapt up and batted back there by the Raiders. Offloaded, and it's in the hands of Tamale still. Can he get it away? Yes, he can. In the hands of Strange. And no, he's then eventually taken down to terra firma by the Sharks defense.
Blake Brayley. What a tackle that was there from young Blake. Look, a little bit of hot potato there. But Cronulla, they deal with it. They deal with the pressure. Stone Street takes a hit up, and he makes some post-contact meters here. He's had a pretty indifferent start as well as Samuel. But here goes Ramian. Up to the 30-metre line here as Blake Brayley's in the acting half, and Brayley goes open side here, and Hiroti takes a nice run.
I'd love to see it. I'd love to see a Trindle cut-out pass for Mulatalo now, man.
Same, because I've got him as an anytime try scorer. As we have Adam Fanua Blake taking a hit up here, and it's the 4th, and Cronulla in Canberra's territory. One thing they've been able to do all night is get inside the territory, and there's Tuku Hautapua taking the tackle, and we'll go open side here to Trindle. Here we go. Oh, it's batted back inside. It's to Brayley. Brayley goes open here. Tukes goes. Here we go. Oh, that's forward.
Forward!
That's forward.
Yeah, it was called forward. Oh, thank Nath J says the bunker will see the eye poke on Strange and sin bin someone. Hopefully not for an eye poke, mate, because I think Terry and I would both smash our laptops if that happened.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
They absolutely would.
Well, they're hanging on here, mate. They're hanging on here.
Shocker of a pass from Brent Nikora. And he gives the touchy a spray as well. My God, that was shocking. As Brayley and McInnes come up with a nice tackle there. As it comes to Xavier Savage now, and he's taking... Oh, sorry, I'm taking your...
No, you're right. No, you're right. I was letting you go. I was having half a breather. As soon as Sasayi now. takes a nice strong hit up. 5 short of halfway. Paddy right to Fogarty. Ball's in the hands of Savage. And he can't fend away from Hiroti, but they've again entered Sharks territory on the interchange sideline, but it's going left in field. Fogarty, flat for Nichols, and then left to... sorry, I said Smithies. I meant to say Smithies, sorry. And then Tapani offloads back to Paddy. He then passes right to Sasangi. And now they're about 25 metres away from the try line. They're down a man still, the Canberra Raiders, for the next 4 minutes or so as Fogarty puts in a chip kick that was very non-effective as Hines swallowed it whole.
Yeah, look, I'm sorry for taking your thunder for those first 2 tackles there, but I just got so involved in the game as Ronaldo, he's cut down there. But, yeah, what can Cronulla do to get out of there? Oh,
crusher, accidental crusher.
Yeah.
I'd stay down if I was. So, yeah, it is, yeah.
Cool. That looks... he's called him for not square at markers. He could have called him for anything. He could have called him for anything on that one there, Sam. But, yeah, look. It was a penalty. So Cronulla, they're getting themselves out of trouble. This is what they weren't doing in the first half. They're repelling pressure. Joe Tarpany's offloads are killing us on that 4th tackle run that he's doing there as Billy Burns takes a hit up. He's had a good game tonight, Billy Burns. Can't fault his effort. Brayley in acting half. On to Hines. Hines on to Oregon Kafusi's back on. There's 5th run. Boom. He's probably made about 7 meters all night. As it goes open side here as Hines gives it to Ramian. Runs him out of room, so Ramian, he'll push off about 100 people. Jesse Ramian would push off his mum just to get a tackle break.
Oh, my God, Mrs. Ramian. And this is an accidental crusher, I think, mate.
I didn't see it. I didn't see this. Are they calling it? What's happened here? Seb Chris, yeah, that's a crusher. That's a crusher. You got to penalise that. It's unfortunate, that one, because Ramian's back. Look, Ramian starts backing in, but yeah, just unfortunate from Chris. It's unfortunate there from Sebastian Chris, but they haven't called the penalty.
They haven't called it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. You'll see. They'll go back and they'll put him on report.
We'll check the judiciary sheet or findings tomorrow morning for sure.
Here we go. Trindle puts up the bomb. It's not too high. There we are to knock on Cronulla's ball.
Far out. Well, it's another captain's challenge. Now they're allowed to use their captain's challenge. We'll see what happens.
I thought Todd Smith got this one all right. Let's see how we go. It's gone backwards off Cronulla, but that's hit Weeks' hand. Oh, no, they've called it a successful challenge.
Well, they needed that, something fierce, man, because I don't think Raiders hold on if Sharkies have a fresh set of 6 then and there. So 14 minutes to go. It's 20 points to 18. It was 18 all at halftime, but as we predicted, oh, Jesus, Paddy and Timoko not on the same page there. That was nearly disastrous, and Timoko ended up getting pushed back 5 meters anyway. Paddy left for Savage, and he runs back into the ruck, and he's able to fight his way over the 20-meter line. That's great. That's great fight by Xavier Savage. Paddy running over the 30-meter line. Oh, he got hit in the back by Aiden Fanua-Blake as third man in. Shit, that would have friggin' hurt, mate. But he gets up, third tackle.
I don't like those tackles, Sam.
No. And Aiden Fanua-Blake didn't go low on the knees. He just hit him sort of in the kidney area. Smithies, fourth tackle, play the ball. Paddy goes right, finds Joe Tarpany. That's a knock-on for me. I thought contact was made on Tarpany and then he popped out. But anyway, play on. Ball's in the hands of Savage now. He's up over halfway and he's held on to. I thought that was an error there by Tarpany. Last tackle, Paddy, left, Fogarty, kicks from 40 meters out, puts up a spiraling twister. Stone Street. Oh, he's taken it. Well done.
Oh, my God. I'm just as surprised as you are as Hines. Goes down the short side, turns Ramian in. Nice. We're up at the halfway line now. There's about 20 seconds of Hudson Young in the sin bin remaining. So Canberra only copped 2 points on that one, but Cronulla's first lead of the game. And sorry, I'm a little close to the screen, but we're inside 12 minutes here. Who's that having a run? That's a good one. That's Cam McInnes. He's been strong. Leads by example every week, Cam McInnes. Fanua Blake goes for a run. That's a big run. He's a big boy. Oh, we got some space here. Ramian. Oh, God, mate. Use your winger.
Yeah.
Use
Strange.
Use your
the tackle.
winger.
Oh. Great tackle, Strange. Don't take anything away from the defense. But yes, he did have Stone Street out there. So tackle 1. Now it's with Sebastian Chris, and Raiders are 25 meters away. They're up at the top of the screen here, working infield now. This is Hudson Young up over the 30-meter line. The Raiders are now back to a full complement. Go, Terry.
They just showed the replay there. Look, not that Stone Street could have done anything, but fifth tackle, I guess you play it safe, right? You play it safe.
Paddy scoots to the right-hand side, finds Tarpany. Can he get the offload off? No. Good tackle there from Roddy. Play the ball, last tackle, and now Fogarty's able to run. Huge 3-man cutout pass to Hudson Young. He flicks it forward, surely, to Tamale, who breaks down the sideline, and he's held up by the Sharks defense.
That was forward.
I thought it was forward too. Well, they're very much in this game here, Canberra, still. With 10 minutes to go, we are in grandstand finish territory here. We've got a side-on view of the Hudson Young flick.
That's forward.
And that went forward a meter.
That went forward. Oh, my God. My days. How was
Terry?
Now, if they score there, and you see that replay.
Don't get me started, Terry, on 4 passes, mate. Don't do it. But yes, play on. Take it away, bro.
As here we go. Ronaldo Mulatalo has come in field. He's got through some serious work tonight, Ronaldo. Stone Street takes it back into Smithies and Nicholson. Probably not 2 players I'd want to run at. We've got 10 minutes to go in the game here. As McInnes, Kafusi has another run. That's a good run. Gets some post-contact meters. Gets an offload to Brayley. That's a good run there. And Fanua Blake will play the ball inside Canberra territory again. On the 4th, it goes open side to Trindle. Trindle goes on to Billy Burns, who's just saying, that's a high shot.
No.
That's another sin bin.
Oh, no. What are you going to do, Todd Smith?
That has to be. That's
the worst of the night.
I think that's got to be in the bin. If he's put Hudson Young in the bin, that's got to go in the bin.
Nah.
I don't think they're going to.
Oh, he survives.
See, again, I don't understand that. That's worse. That's worse than Hudson Young's.
Oh, F me dead,
That's
Terry.
worse than Hudson Young's.
F me dead, Terry. But your boys still got the penalty, and they're on the attack 20 meters out.
They are. Who is that? Is that McInnes in field? Of course it is. Goes open side. Kafusi with a big run. Is that a good game, Kafusi? Give him credit where it's due. I was all on the drop Kafusi card here as Hines goes open to Fanua Blake. And Fanua Blake's wrestled to the ground here. And the Sharks are going to go short side again. Hines steps in field. I don't like that play there from Cronulla, but anyway, they're setting it to the open side here as it goes to McInnes. And McInnes goes on to Trindle. That's an awful ball. And Ronaldo's got some space here, and he steps back in.
Oh, is that a penalty? Oh, nearly.
That's not. As Trindle puts a kick in, and that's a great take from young Tamale. Oh, no, it's Chris.
No, Chris, another back. Oh, Tamale skirts to the left-hand side. It makes 15 valuable meters there for the Raiders. Push back a little bit there. Looking for a quick play the ball. Does he get penalty? No. Play on. Now a skirt from Strange to the left-hand side over the 20. Getting up towards the 30-meter line. Oh, was in danger there of getting stripped, but there were too many people on him. Now another scoot here from Hudson Young. He makes 10 meters, make that 15 meters with about 6 post-contact. Great get out of jail set here from the Raiders. They're just short of halfway. Tarpany with ball in hand. Passes right. It came off the back of a Raiders teammate. Now the ball's in the hands of Tomoko. Inside Sharks territory, and he fights his way to the 30-meter line. This is last tackle here. Left for Savage. Fogarty 30 meters out. Who's chasing the ball? Sebastian Chris is.
Oh my God.
It's missed. It's 6 again here for the Raiders. 6 again here for the Raiders. They have a fresh set here.
What is Stone Street doing?
Oh, duck and cover, Terry. Oh, jeez.
What is Stone Street doing?
Terry's on. There's 7 minutes remaining here. Captain's challenge, though. I thought it was an air swing initially by Stone Street.
Well, I thought he touched it. I don't know if it goes back. Yeah, it goes back. That goes miles back.
And then it bounced forward.
But it doesn't matter. The first touch has gone back.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's gone behind him.
Biggest call of the game. He's touched it and it's gone backwards.
This will show it here. Goes backwards.
He does touch it.
Yeah.
And it does go backwards. And then it bounces forward into Chris's hands.
And then
he drops the ball forward.
Yeah. He drops it forward. So that should be a successful challenge from Cronulla. It is. Successful
Well done.
challenge.
Yeah, put us in the bunker, Terry. Put us in the bunker. Oh, boy.
Oh, stressful times here. Stressful times. Canberra have really turned it on in the light. Like they're making 70, 75
That was a great set.
That was a really good set.
set.
Ronaldo takes the first hit up, the suicide hit up, if you will. It's a slow play of the ball there. Onto Aden Fanua-Blake, who just says, "Come with me, boys." 7 minutes to go here. Fanua-Blake gets plenty of contact meters there. Big ball's back out there. And he goes through. Tommy Hazelton, that's a run. That is a big run. We've got 3 middle forwards on the field because Kafusi, Hazelton must be playing right edge second row.
Nikita's still out there.
Well, I don't know what's because Cam McInnes not out there then? I mean, McInnes is our best defender. And here we are. The bomb's been put up.
Oh, great catch.
Yeah, Ronaldo didn't get the opportunity to have a contest, but we do make the tackle.
Now Timoko centralizes the attack. They're still inside their own 20, other Raiders. There's 6 minutes remaining. Second tackle. This is Tamale now. Strong hit up. He's pushed back again. They've done that a lot tonight. Paddy goes right. This is KO Weeks. He's arcing his run and makes about 6 meters on that play. Fourth tackle here for the Raiders. Inside their own 30. This is Smithies. Right to Fogarty. Cut out pass to Timoko, who's one-on-one with Hiroti. And Timoko was swallowed up there by Billy Burns. Last tackle. They're inside their own 40. Not a great set here, unfortunately, as Fogarty puts a big kick in. And it's taken by Stone Street.
It is taken by Stone Street there. And there was a bit of pressure on Jamal Fogarty. We just didn't let him kick the absolute piss out of that there. So Cronulla have just got to complete this set here as Ramian goes for a nice run. He's going to get driven back, though. 30 meters out from their own try line here, the Sharks. Blake Brayley's in the acting half. Ronaldo will take the hit up. There was space on the open side. Will Kennedy saw that space. Brayley went the other side as Brayley goes for a scoot now from dummy half, and he's caught. Breaks the tackle. And he's taken. We've only made about 10 meters in this set here, so Aden Fanua-Blake's just going to say, "Come on, let's go forward, lads." And he makes 17 meters here. And Cronulla will get the opportunity to put a bomb up through Hines. And then it's
taken. Oh, he's had such a strong game tonight, Somali, and he advances the ball 5 meters more to where he caught it. So they're up at the top of the screen now, the Raiders. There's 4.5 minutes remaining. Sebastian Chris has a hit up over the 30-meter line. They're 15 meters shy of halfway. Paddy feigned to go right and then went back left, and I don't think Hudson Young was entirely prepared for it. He only advances the ball about 5 meters, but they're now 8 short of halfway. Paddy, right to Nicholson.
Oh, no.
Out the back to Fogarty. Oh, he dummied, and there was a bit of space there. That was created by Braden Trindle. Oh, and it's been knocked on by the Raiders, Terry.
Oh, lucky there. My heart sank. Trindle ran out looking for the intercept. But we get the ball here. Ronaldo comes open side. And that's tackle 1. Canberra players caught there, so no penalty, nothing needed. Trindle goes open side to Big Bald. Tom takes it up. He's been strong coming back. He's missed the last 3 weeks, Tom Hazelton, with a back injury. Signed his contract and all that money threw his back out. So here we go. Trindle, open side to Fanua Blake, who just steams onto this ball. Jeez. What are we going to do here, Cronulla? They're spread to the left. Brayley's going to go to the right instead. Hines has a run. Whoa, Tom was taken off the ball, but no penalty. And here we go. Trindle. Oh! Okay, that's smart from Trindle, but 3 meters out from the line. Make Canberra are going to have 1, maybe 2 sets at this.
1.5 at this friggin' rate as Xavier Savage advances the ball a few more meters. Plays the ball on the 10-meter line. This is KO Weeks now. Good hit up. Gets to the 20-meter line. Second tackle. They're central. There's no one out to the left here for the Raiders, but Hudson Young makes a good 10-meter carry. They're on the top of the screen now. 30-meter line. It's third tackle. Chris. Pass back in field for Strange. Big pass infield for Fogarty. Right to Weeks. Right to Timoko. And the Sharks defense. Sharks defense great there on that occasion, but they look so gassed right now. This is Joe Tarpany, who offloads to Papali'i, offloads to Paddy. They should have been doing this 5 minutes ago, man, but they haven't. So we've got Smithies now at hooker. Fogarty runs, cut out pass to Young. There's space for 40 meters out. And he's taken down, but it's still play on it. Young, you got to get rid of the ball. Strange, passes left to Smithies, passes left to Strange. They're 40 meters out. Strange, running, puts in the grubber kick. Timoko, he's got a chance. The bounce is unfriendly. It's in the hands of Weeks. It's in the hands of Sasagi. Oh my God! The Sebastian Chris scores. Oh my goodness! They get out of jail with 90 seconds to go. It is 22 points to 20. Arguably the try of the season. Oh, that's exciting. That is amazing, Terry. Sorry for screaming. Mum's going off. Sorry, mate. Wow. Wow is all you can say. Wow is literally all you can say. Sorry, who was that? Billy Burns. Oh. Whoa! Oh, how has that happened? Oh, the bounce was so unfriendly. Don't know how Weeks got rid of that. Sasangi. Oh, my. Wow. And it was Sebastian Chris that scored it. Mum just said man of the match. I don't know if Chris is man of the match, but he's up there. He's up there. Hudson Young. Hudson Young has destroyed us. But yeah, Hudson Young, he really brought that final play to life there. But look, they got to take the conversion still. You boys will have a chance at a short kickoff. That's it. That's it. The clock's running down now. That's it. That'll be game. Wow. Just quickly going into the chat, William Hunt says that was sick. Aaron, how bloody good is rugby league? Never seen Sticky jumping up and down. Well, I don't know about that. He does that every week, just about, I'd reckon. But I'll quickly change the bell. I'm so sorry, Terry, man. Oh, mate, no, that's. Look, we were just talking about it there. Braden Trindle, he passes that ball to Billy Burns. It's game over.
It's game over. He passed that ball to Burns. Instead, he takes it. He gets tackled 4 meters out. You've got to defend that. Yep. In that case there, Canberra are going to throw everything at you to go 90 meters, and we were not prepared for that. Oh.
Oh, wow.
That is just...
There is a goal. There is a short kickoff. It's going to be the miracle of all miracles, but...
That is absolutely unbelievable how Cronulla just allowed that to happen. Like, Billy Burns shot out of the line, and he missed 2 tackles. That is, you have to know that they are going to do that. Oh, dear God. That is just putrid.
Oh, that's gone down to Raiders. Oh, I know. That's game over. Look, we saw Penrith versus Roosters in round number 2, and that was a wild old finish. That possibly could have trumped it. Oh, wow. Look, at times it was scrappy, especially in that first half. The defense came to play. The Raiders held on when they were a man down inside that 10-minute period. Sharks elected to take the 2.
What did I say, Sam? If we lost 24-20, I hate it.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. So we saw 1 try in that second half, and that was in the final 2 minutes of play. Raiders break a 2-game losing streak to win 24-20. And now, with much respect to Terry, the Sharks find themselves on a 2-game losing streak. Terry, it's hard to maybe get the words out, but is there anything else that you want to say, bro?
I mean, there's not much you can say. I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked that we turned the ball over 4 meters out from the line, and instead of like we turn the ball 4 meters out from the line, you have to know what Canberra are going to do. We said that they'd get 1, maybe 2 chances at this. You've got to know what they're going to do. Billy Burns ran from left edge second row all the way infield and missed 2 tackles. Here it is. There's the first one. Here comes the second one. Like, right there, you've got to make that tackle. Oh, man. Oh, well, is what it is. It is what it is, Sam. Great to be with you. I'll see you next week.
Mate, thank you so much for your time, man. It's always a pleasure. That's definitely the best game of footy that you and I have called, for sure, man.
Good luck to your Cowboys. You're playing the Dolphins, is that right?
No. Thanks for the reminder. We're walking into the graveyard known as Penrith. At CommBank Stadium anyway. Yes, for Isaiah Yo's 250th, and then Nathan Cleary's returning. So yes, that's going to be a tough old game tomorrow. Just looking forward to next weekend. The Canberra Raiders, they are away. They are playing the Parramatta Eels in Darwin next Saturday. And your boys, I'm going to see in action, actually. I'm traveling over to Perth, and Sharks take on the Manly Sea Eagles in Perth next week. So that is a crazy, crazy game next week for Cronulla, whereas me Cowboys are playing South in Perth next week. But that's next week. What just happened then? One of the top 10 games of the season to date so far. Miracle win by the Canberra Raiders, a famous win by the Raiders, 24-20 over the Sharks in a good quality game of footy. Terry, thank you again for your time. Please, everybody, go check out the Rugby League Outlaws by clicking the hyperlink in the name of the title, and we will see you. We'll see you as Terry gets himself a brand new laptop and a brand new desk, because I'm sure he's about to go crap it over the next half an hour. I'm sorry, bro. Thank you, mate.
It happens. It happens.
All right, guys. Take care. Thank you.
See you soon.